Hey, what's up, church? It's Pastor Austin here. Just want to give you a midweek update and really answer kind of a couple questions that we've been talking about as a staff, as a team here, and that's how are we going to be doing church amongst the COVID-19 stipulations and guidelines and recommendations, and then also what are we going to do as a church? I think both of those questions are pivotal right now. And so the first, what we have decided as a team is we are not going to have church in the building again for the next 2 weeks. And so for this coming Sunday and the following Sunday, we will be using the home church model like we did last weekend. And I want to just invite you to dive in with your family. Again, we had a lot of great feedback, a lot of great response that you guys were able to get in. And there was some good discussion that bubbled up from that. And so just want to continue to press in as we go forward in this I Am series. And then also, as we're going to be talking about I am the gate, I am the door this week, I just want to put it on your mind early this week that this message is very naturally reaching out to those of our friends and family who maybe don't come into church on a weekly basis, who maybe don't know Jesus yet, and it's just going to be a great gospel-centered message. And so I want to even get you thinking now in the middle of the week, who might I invite over to my house if you're going to be having small groups of people in your house? Remember, Trump is recommending that we stay in groups of less than 10, but also then who might I just share this with? Who can I send this to and maybe call them, see what they thought, and have some discussion with them afterwards? Both are great ways that the gospel is going to go forward. The kingdom's going to grow in this season. And so don't shy away from either one of those. Begin thinking and praying, who might I share this with already? And so, again, the next 2 weeks, we're not going to see you here in this building. We're not going to see you for the next 2 Sundays in here, but we can't wait to gather with you again. That means our All-In Sunday we're going to miss, which is just a huge bummer for us. We were so looking forward to welcoming some new members and dedicating some new babies and just being together as a family. And All-In Sunday is so fun. So we're kind of saying this is an all-out Sunday coming up. We're all going to be out in the city, out in the community, still diving in, still getting into the content. The next question, like I said, that we want to consider right now is how are we being the church? And so in this email and even in the behind-the-scenes work that we're doing here at the church, we're compiling lists of those who are elderly in our congregation and those who are younger. And what we want to do is see those two in an intergenerational way really work to serve one another. And so that's going to look like volunteering us to go get groceries for some of the older demographic, for us to run errands for you guys. And so in this is a link where you can reach out if you need help, and there's also a link where you can reach out if you want to make yourself available to help. And I want to encourage you in this time, let's really be cautious, be mindful. Again, we're not going to do anything out of a spirit of fear or anxiousness, but through good discernment and wisdom, we're going to operate in the guidelines that are being recommended towards us in a way that we can help serve and love one another well. And so just want to invite you finally in this message that just because we're not gathering doesn't mean we should stop giving as a church. Part of a healthy church should be resourced healthfully, financially, because we don't want to stop partnering in the areas that we're already partnering in. So our global outreach team, we want to continue to send resources out that way. But also what we're considering are strategic partnerships locally. As this need maybe ramps up a bit and as there are opportunities that come our way, we want to be resourced in a way that says we can get involved immediately. And while it might be easy to think that, oh my gosh, I'm not in church, I'm not going to give, I would say now is a pivotal time to continue. If you are a financial partner here at the church, if you are a giver, a tither here at the church, you can give online, you can still send checks in the mail, you can show up and give, because we want to be positioned in a way that we can continue to be generous and give to the organizations in town so that we can make our impact felt locally but also globally, and we don't have to slow that down in this time. So I love you. Just want to provide this midweek update just to say stay healthy, stay indoors if you can. I know snow is probably coming in the next couple days. So, man, God bless you. And I'll be praying for all of you moms and dads who are at home with your kids. I know it's a crazy and chaotic time, but lean into this time. There is specific values that we already have as a church, like intimacy and relationships, that we can lean into heavy in this season. We don't have to abandon them, but we actually can be extra intentional in this time to read and talk about Jesus with our kids, to do things, reach out and call a grandparent. I know, like, even just calling my grandparents, it's like you can make somebody's day with a 15-minute phone call. And so let's be mindful of those opportunities. Let's be led and see what the Holy Spirit might have us do for people, for one another in these days to come. So again, look for the email, 9 a.m. Sunday morning. You will see the sermon, discussion questions, worship, kids ministry opportunities. All of that will be coming to you Sunday morning so that you can engage with our church community at home this Sunday. So I love you, and again, hopefully we'll get to see you soon.